let's build ourselves this punishment center here. So, boom. Where do we want to hang people at? I want it to be like, known that I don't accept crime here. So I want this to be in the middle of everybody here. So we have the laws, we'll pass nearby. I mean, I don't feel too comfortable about that house being next to the hangings. What a good homeowner area, right? What do you got next to you? Oh, we see people hang on occasion. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Atomic Society. I'm your host, the Birdman known as Falcon. This one right here, I've actually had my eye on since early last year. I caught wind of it, decided to kind of wait up for it because it was still early in development, and here today I think is the perfect time to finally pick it up. This is hitting Steam Early Access on October 15. This is going to be a post-apocalyptic town building game where you set the laws. In many ways, it's kind of like, building your own Fallout civilization from the ground up. So, let's go into new here. And get the ball rolling. There's gonna be a big briefing over here. You guys can read that if you want to. So over here we get to create our character. Let's see. First and foremost, let's start with the proper gender for myself. I'm a dude. My God, this guy's over here packing. Are you seeing this right there? Why are you rocking a cup or what? Okay, we got. Oh, okay. We gotta go with this like Mr. Rogers sweater right here. That's the perfect dress wear for a post-apocalyptic game. Hairstyle. Let's see. I guess we'll go bearded fella right here. I'm gonna go with that right there. You see brown slacks and that, reading rainbow sweater. It's so good. We'll go with that one. I'm not sure if we're gonna go based on myself or on this guy right here. You need me to be 46? Fine, we'll make him a 46-year-old, why not? And belief system, Rastafarian. Oh, okay. Satanist. Well, that got grim pretty fast. From Rastafarian, which is probably like the most chill belief, over to Satanism, huh? We'll leave the tutorial on so we could kind of like, learn the basics as we go along here. And sure, let's go for it. Where will you travel to? Okay, so we have like different maps that we could kind of like, roll by here. I think they're all based on difficulty, like whatever they are. So like, we have cold as hell, which could be pretty difficult. We have like, desert, lack of water and stuff like that. Floodplain, forest, valley. The valley seems fairly intriguing to me. The wasteland would be so like cliche. I kind of want to do something a little bit different. How about we go with the valley? Let's give it a try. I'm not sure how difficult that's going to be, but why not? So, you have traveled to a remote area avoiding the dangerous cities. Most of the survivors have gathered in isolated safe regions like this. Even as you hiked here, a large group of sick and hungry survivors joined you. So you guys can read most of this if you want to. The Bunker Dweller. Exactly, we're doing the entire Fallout thing. To give you a long story short, a lot of people will be joining your cause over time, so a lot of your people will die over time. Expect them to die a lot until you're very much like, proficient at surviving, but expect a lot of people to die, wait around, things like that, but they'll show up after time. If you build it, they will come, as they say. And that's for me right there, Mr. Rogers, and I can move my guy around if I want to, which is fairly cool. And then we could just look around here, zoom all the way out. The first thing it's going to want me to do is to look for a location that we could call home. Let's get away from my good man. I would like to just, get away from, there we go. Get away from Mr. Rogers' camera. We need to find a place to call home. Over here would not be bad. What's kind of cool about this, we could turn this into like the storehouse where we live. We could salvage from there. We could salvage from there. We could also turn one of those into another extra storehouse. This thing is fairly good. The only problem is that we have to travel fairly far to get to it. Okay, let's go with this one here. So, this guy, what we're going to do, we're going to turn this into a useful building, which is going to be our standard size storehouse. And we'll send help construct the building, which is going to be me. Put this in real time. There I go, and essentially 4 of my other engineers that came up with me will run over there with me as well to build that, and everybody else is now following me. On the way over there, many people shall perish and die. As I mentioned, expect many of people to die. There, look at this. You guys are walking in a fine little line, too. Where'd you guys come from, school or what? Okay, kids, line up together. I did already build it. Good God. Thanks for the help, fellas. Alright, what's the name of this town? Let's gonna call this, Boomtown. Very original, huh? Oh, it's a, post-apocalyptic game. You can call it Boomtown. Announce it. Alright, Boomtown has been founded. Excellent. Let's zoom on out over here. And these scumbags are still barely making their way. Look at that. I finished everything before you even got here. Let's see. We have car. I'm gonna come down here, and my boy should run off and do that. So this will tell me how much we're carrying here. Off camera, I got very lucky, And I got like a backpack early on, which let me carry like 20 stuff. Right now, we're like I carry 15 because I got no special item. But we did get salvage lumber. Let me pause this because everything's running in real time. We got salvage lumber, salvage metal, salvage masonry. So I got military rations, a weapon too. There's gonna be like raider attacks and stuff like that eventually. And salvaged a vehicle battery. Ooh. Okay. So with this now salvaged, we can now come back over here and attempt to deposit. And there he comes. Essentially, he'll deposit everything we found. We can come back over there. We can start checking this out too. And here they come along. Very good. They'll show up eventually. Dumped all this off. And if we come in here and right-click, we can see everything available in here. Now, mind you, there is a limitation how much you can store here. Eventually, as I mentioned, you might want to either build another storehouse or even convert that one. Let's come in and check this out here momentarily as well. And we'll salvage over here in leader mode. And, you know, believe me, once they're over here, all of them here will get a lot of projects happening, but I gotta wait for them here a little while. We got more weapons, very good. Bottle of water, salvage tin food, very good. And here they come finally. Go deposit everything over there. Let's slow it on down now, and let's get to work. We have plenty of projects to work at here. We're gonna get up some laws eventually too. We're gonna hang people for being killers. Believe me, a lot of this is gonna happen pretty soon. As you can see right now on the trip over there, some people have indeed perished. I'm surprised none of you died on the way over here. You waited till you got to town to die, huh? Good. Now I have to deal with you guys and burn your bodies eventually, too. Let's start with a little building, though. I want these people to start being a little bit more efficient for me and actually get some work done. So let's go over to... We're looking for the one that lets me scavenge with them. So that's going to be... Where is that at? Oh, it's not it? Scavenger's Hut. Okay. So, by the way, there's like a little bit of terraforming in the game, too. As you can see, it's moving stuff around. The land is being flattened to meet my requirement. We'll set up the scavenger's hut near here. So we'll start off with like something like so. And all of my freed up people, engineers, are gonna start working on that. But I could also help them out, so I shall do that. Just to kind of speed things up. The faster this gets done, the better. I'm essentially the best worker in the entire game. So me helping them out would be very important. Let's bring this up to like a 6 times speed. And we can see how this is gonna all go down in place here. Look at that framework. That is amazing construction habit right there. Everything done. Very good. Perfect. Now we want to hire some people here. So, from the freed up people that we have 40 individuals right now. We'll set this up for automatic employment. What this means is that whenever somebody perishes, somebody else will take over their spot. You can also lock out positions if you want to, like, you know, say you're low on people. And you feel that you don't need to scavenge them, but you can lock out positions and then move them to another place if you want to, fire them and stuff like that. But for now, this will do. So, everybody right now, go out and scavenge, or at least the 4 people that work here. I could also set up another one to have 2 groups of scavengers, which would not be a bad idea. You know what? How about we do that early on? How much does it cost me to do the scavenger's hut? 2, 2, and 2 all across. So we'll be out of masonry, but I could focus masonry on my next one. Let's do 2 of these right now. Just put them right next to each other. Get to work right there. And then, let's see. My supplies at the moment are at what? Masonry. Let's have my builders focus on or not my builders, but my scavengers. Let's have them focus on masonry, and maybe even lumber afterwards. Speaking of lumber, I could get lumber from here. That's good. I know the car is only metal, batteries, and miscellaneous. Okay. What else do we have around here? We have the electricity pole is going to be lumber and metal. Perfect. So we got some more lumber opportunities over there. And then you, the sign, lumber and metal. Not too bad. And what about you back there? Masonry, metal, lumber, miscellaneous. Alright. That's not too bad. This will be a very intriguing place to also defend from raiders, because we're out in the open. Completely out in the open here. Times 6, right. I forget that you guys take a while if I'm not speeding you guys up here. Very good. And then we'll also employ more people. And as I mentioned, let's focus on that masonry. And what are we at now? Oh, we're at 19 already. Good job, fellas. So now let's focus on lumber, because we have to get some more building done here. Town hall. Yeah. So let's start off with town hall. We're going to start setting up our laws here. What's good about getting this early is that town hall, when you pass laws, it takes a while to refresh again. And also, my storehouse is apparently completely filled up. So we'll probably want to build another one soon, or convert. Since right now there's nothing nearby that we could convert, I would say we build a second storehouse. So it's going to take me 3, but that's fine. So storehouse right next to that one right there. Let's help on that one. And once this is done, we'll deposit everything we do have, and we'll get Town Hall up and running. As a matter of fact, we might be able to get the Town Hall right now. Yes, we have enough for it. So, Town Hall. You are going to be somewhere on the edge over here. And let's see, is that the front? That's the front right there. Face the town, though, not the cliffside. Perfect. Okay, and help build this over there. And what I should do is also deposit those extra goods I got before. Town Hall, there it comes along. Gotta get some workers for here, too. So, you'll be my government people right there. Deposit all the extra goods. Thank you, sir. Pause momentarily. Alrighty. So Town Hall's up and running. What is this going to be used for? It's a good question. Oh, what the hell is this? This ruin has run out of use of salvage. You could convert this structure to something else. Oh, it's completely out. So we could have technically used that for another storehouse had we... I mean, assuming that didn't happen before that was built. It's not a bad thing to have 3 of them, though, so it's not a bad thing. So how about... we could just do a home for now. We're going to have to start building some homes eventually. So let's make that a home for now. And I will help construct that as well. But before we go in there, time for some laws. So, this will be what's happening, the issues in your society early on. We have murder, slavery, euthanasia. We have to cover all these things eventually, right? Let's see here. Oh, apparently, we could also either be lenient or not against homosexuality. Oh, you're gay? Oh, sorry, you have to die. I mean, that's literally something you can do. Like, if you come over here, execute people for whatever it was. Like, you know, some of the other things that they have over here. You could, like, you know, abortion? Oh, you gotta be executed for abortion. You're using drugs? Get, executed. You know, depends on if you want to be like this total dictator, have at it. Murder. So let's start off with murder, which is a basic one. We've caught citizens killing men, women, and children. The killers claim it was in the self-defense or for the good of the town, but we'll never know. So this will tell you the solution for whichever you pick. Commit, you know, kill whoever is doing that. And it'll give you some advice, too. The first advisor, string them up and hang them. People who do this kind of thing should pay the ultimate price. Now, there's a side effect, though. Innocent people being executed. Sometimes you get the wrong person and you will execute wrong people, which will obviously bring down morale. So you gotta choose which one you feel won't harm you too much in the long run. For me, I'm gonna go execution. Now, before we could actually pass this law, we need to get a punishment center so that we can hang them at, right? So, since we know we need that, let's go over to building. And let's see, punishment center is gonna be right over here. Unfortunately, we'd have been more metal for that. Let's see here. You know what I should do? We have everything, so now let's have... wow, we got a lot of... man, my scavengers were totally on it, dude. Totally on it. Am I building something at the moment? I think I was helping turn that into a house, right? We can skip that for now. It's not really too important. Go with that one. Unpause. My boy. I wanted you to actually... do this one instead. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I've got builders for that. Luckily, the car does have plenty of metal still left over. Should be the main thing that it really carries most of the time anyway. There it is. And come over here. Dump that all off. And let's build ourselves... look at that house coming along right there too. Let's build ourselves this punishment center here. So, boom. Where do we want to hang people at? I want it to be like, known that I don't accept crime here. So I want this to be in the middle of everybody here. So we have the laws, we'll pass nearby. I mean, I don't feel too comfortable about that house being next to the hangings. What a good homeowner area, right? What do you got next to you? Oh, we see people hang on occasion. Let's just put this somewhere back here, I guess. I wanted to put it nearby so people understood. There you go. This is actually kind of good. There it is. And focus on building that right there. Some people come in here, give me a hand. Once this is ready to go, we'll pass that law. And now we gotta start focusing on quality of life. Water, food, things like that. So right now... oh, we also need to get a little latrine. Otherwise, we'll start pooping all over the place and it'll become really filthy. We'll get the plague. We need to also get a crematorium up and running to get rid of the bodies down here too, because we don't need those bodies hanging around and causing more illnesses down the line. So that right there is the punishment center. Get people to work at. Only 2 people need to work here. That's good. Come over here and let's pass our law for murder. Execution. You kill, you die. Alrighty. Now we gotta wait 10 minutes for another law to be come through. So we got that out of the way. Good. So before we start working on everything else, let's see. I would like to get the latrine, as I mentioned, and also... the latrine's gonna be... where is that gonna be? Yeah, there it is, latrine. Luckily about the latrine, it kind of runs itself, so nobody has to, like, necessarily work there. I don't want you pooping where we're kind of, like, you know, supplying. So you could, if you want to poop, all the way over there. Technically, I don't have to give them a hand, but I will, because as I mentioned, I'm the best worker in this game, so Every time I do something for them, things get done a lot faster. But there they go now. I just wanted to kind of kickstart it for them. Construct building. What else do we need now? Storehouse is full. Wow. 2 of them completely filled up, huh? Yui. Well, I guess we'll build another one eventually. Give me some time, though. Latrine's up and running. Food and water. So, let's see. Let's come over here. I'm going to do the water well, the dew collector, and the greenhouse early on. So the water well, fairly simple. Put this here in the middle. We'll also get ourselves the dew collector. Collect water over time. Collect that dew. You see that body over there with the stank on it? Yeah, that's one of those we gotta burn because otherwise it'll be kind of bad for us. Let's get the crematory up and running. I don't necessarily want to burn people in front of everybody, so how about we move this maybe somewhere behind the execution area, you know. Once you're done with the hang, you gotta burn that body anyway. So we could do this like over here. Is that tree gonna be in the way? We have a nice little tree right there. Nice little tree. So I guess we'll do it like so. Alright. Let's start to speed this up over here. Let me give you a hand. 6 times speed. And right now, I would like to not be in that mode. Have I moved? I've moved. I can sometimes get the camera work a little bit weird. Storehouse is full. I know. We'll get to another one here pretty soon. I need to get some water, though, because right now we're getting dangerously low to water. So there it is. Assign some workers right there. Very good. Let's jump over here. We got 50 of 350 people max. 350 is going to be kind of what we're going to reach for. It's going to be part of our goals which are over here. Town hope above 30%, 350 survivors. Town fully protected against raider attacks. Stuff that you don't have to worry about too early on. Right now it's a matter of just kind of like getting your feet wet on everything else here, right? And then put some workers right there too. Okay. Slow it down a little bit here. Crematorium's getting fixed up, so we're about to start burning some of those bodies out there before they become an issue. Let's think about food now. Let's start with our greenhouse. Fairly simple to run. We'll probably have this greenhouse, I would say somewhere back over here isn't really too bad for me. And I will help on that. Go to 6 times speed. Meanwhile, I finish that up. They're over here working on crematorium. See that smoke over there? That's some bodies right there being burned eventually. Employ workers, alright? Everybody go off over there, pick up any of those dead bodies, burn them. I don't want to see them around here. Alright, so now when this is done, this will be our food. And we'll be good here too. Employ some workers. Luckily right now, like, not only people are dying because I'm doing everything kind of fairly fast, so we're kind of taking care of needs a lot easier. Now, we're going to also need a place for them to sleep at and things like that. We only have one house which houses like 15 people, but we got 47, so a lot of people are homeless here at the moment. We also need to worry about morale. So, I think let's go into... Hospital would be good too, sure. Illnesses and stuff like that. What about the chemist? What do you do? Produces 1 homemade medicine. Haven't built you before. But the hospital feels like very important early on. So I'm going to pick up this hospital right here. And that is latrine. Yeah, probably don't want you too close to the latrine, I would say. Somewhere in the middle of town would be nice, I think. So, we saw a couple of greens here on occasion. There it is. Speed it on up. That'll be it. Alright, so I think we're technically out of time, guys. You see those people coming over there? From all around the area of the world, people will start showing up. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you a bit more about it here. Messenger arrives. You guys could read this if you want to, but... This is not your land. The true ruler of this area has one law. All settlements that seek to grow above 200 souls or last a full 3 years will be considered a threat. They must submit. That'll be your danger eventually, too. But there you guys have it. This is Atomic Society. If you guys would like to see more of this on the channel, let me know in the comments. And by leaving a thumbs up in the video, we can definitely do so. I got no problems doing that. I think this is a really fun game. Post-apocalyptic and town building works perfectly fine for me. And we've barely have covered the premise here. I think we did really good for this video, though. We got a lot of stuff done. Not that many people passed away. We're over 50 now. We'll start getting some water, food, and food. Working a little bit on entertainment. Everything will be fine. Let's get some workers over here, too. There it is. I will catch you guys next time.